Hey, welcome back, MobilityWOD. Take a look. It's the parking lot of dreams. Over there, best taco truck, taco stand on the planet that you can have at a gym in the parking lot of dreams. And over here, Jill Miller, my favorite, yours, yogi to the masses, yogis to the strong ones. That's not yogini. Well, to the yogini. I'm just to the broken. So here's the deal. We've been talking a lot, and this is Diane Fu right here, just jumping in. We've been talking a lot lately about first rib. I'm trying to open up this position, and Jill wants to complete the thought. So one of the things we know is that athletes end up with short neck flexors, right? We end up in this forward head on neck position, which is such a problem. We clench our jaw in this rounded back position. Head is short. That lower cervical flexion, upper cervical extension leads to shortness here, especially in this type of position. Platysma, right? The whole thing gets ugly. So talk to us through what your solution is.
So I just have one more piece to add to...
Come closer so it's loud.
One more piece to add to this first rib thing, which is the uptown stuff, the scalenes, the platysma,
we say upstream here, not uptown.
Uptown, downtown, up into the jaw, up into the facial muscles. So what you can do is take the ball in the same place that y'all been doing.
Now this is a little softer ball. How did you... She describes this in a creepy way. How did you describe this?
It's like a dried cat's tongue.
Bam! I love that. Can you see it now? Look at my face. Okay, so it's a little bit softer. It's not a lacrosse ball, but a lacrosse ball, you can shoot whatever you had, but this is a little bit softer ball.
Yeah, it yields, it's more porous, and it grips and grabs the layers. So you tie in all those tissues together.
Awesome. Okay,
yeah.
Show us what you got. Come on, James.
You have to plant yourself like you've got the football sled thing.
Show us exactly where this is going. So right above the collarbone here, and this tissue, platysma comes in here, scalenes are attaching onto the first rib. We've got subclavius underneath here. The whole tissue, this quadrant is ugly. And well, we've been tying all of the mechanics in over here with this rotation, but we haven't really been able to, or haven't been addressing this upstream. We've talked about neck in the past, but this is a great way to tie it all together.
But also this will get levator scap tendon. It'll also get supraspinatus tendon.
So levator scap elevates the scapula right here, and some of that supraspinatus across the top. So show us what you got.
So you got to dock in, press against a corner or a wall so that your arm can freely hang, and then you can go through different ranges of motion. So
I'm gonna back up here for a second and show us. So one of the things you're doing, you're just taking arm around, and look at this. So and this is fully externally rotated in this position. Okay.
Yeah, and then I can also press and wedge against, this isn't open obviously, but if I have a wall here, I can force my thumb into the wall, and so it'll wind up all those tissues at once, and you'll feel this unraveling tension in the head of the humerus. It's amazing. And I'm going internal, I can go into handcuff
Okay,
position.
so hand behind back, and one of the things we were just talking about is the need and necessity to keep putting the tissues on tension in the reality of of the system. So hand behind back is internal rotation with extension and even some horizontal abduction here, this combined movement, and then that really winds up those tissues. You're going to get to see all of those fascial planes as they're actually expressed.
And then the last thing to get all the neck stuff is to start rotating the neck, and I can do this actively using my neck muscles to do it, or I can take my other hand and track my head, which will create this massive pin and stretch into this congested area. Oh my God.
Pin and stretch, that's so nice. I say smash and floss, but I like tack and stretch.
So I'm also putting my head and pushing it up against this rail, whatever this thing is, and this is the best time ever. Oh my God. So the other thing about this, it just gives me high. It's like a total physiological...
Now, just stand there, but
yes.
You can see the difference between Jilly's left ear and her shoulder. It's like a mile. And this side's all jacked up, and you even smile there, and even your smile is asymmetrical. Weird how this works. Thank you. So, we see that tight scalenes refer pain to the back of the neck, refers pace down. Short. If you're short and messing, your brainstem is right here. So much is attaching to your neck, pulling on that thing forward. It's a disaster.
Free your brainstem.
Free your brainstem, free your mind. Jill Miller. How do we find out more about you?
YogaTuneUp.com.
See you guys tomorrow.